This video was kindly sponsored by the Nick Morn Foundation. Today we are visiting two different zero waste shops that not only benefit the planet, but also their local communities.
We're going to be chatting with the owners of each shop to hear more about their story and their goals for the future. One of the shops even happens to be in a shipping container.
Welcome back to Going Green. Today we're in East London filming at Greener Habits, a zero waste shop inside of a shipping container.
This is one of many exciting, sustainably minded businesses at Crate St. James Street, a shipping container community of creatives, retailers, and food outlets in the heart of Waltham Forest.
Owner and founder of Greener Habits, Hannah, has kindly invited us to take a tour of her shop and tell us more about her own zero waste journey.
So I started the shop in December of 2019, but that was the physical shop in Walthamstow. So before that we actually had an online shop for about a year and a half, selling lots of non-food eco products, but my actual background is in nursing, so this was very much a passion project for me. And when I first started I was still nursing and doing this, and then realised I needed to kind of choose one to focus on for a while. So the kind of products we stock in the physical shop are loose pasta, rice, beans, lentils. We've got refills on tap like oils, cleaning products such as laundry liquid and kitchen spray. We've also got an oat milk machine and a peanut butter machine, and we sell lots of vegan kind of pantry items and fridge items like vegan cheese, vegan chocolate, vegan mayo. We're always adding more products as well. Most of our customer base is not vegan, and they've come in because of the refilling aspect. So they've Googled it or heard from a friend, or they've been looking for something like this for a long time, didn't know we were here, so it's quite varied. Before opening the physical shop, most of our products were just from small makers, so I would just research or I'd find them at an event I was at. These were all women-led small startup companies that I just loved and loved the product myself. As we moved into food, we use a couple of big co-ops that are kind of set up to serve shops like us, but yeah, it's always very important to us that the company is as sustainable as possible, the least plastic as possible in the supply chain. So we get most of our rice, pasta, grains, etc. in big sacks, big paper sacks. The waste that we produce, sometimes we don't even fill a waste basket in the shop in one day, because we're reusing the packaging from orders to send out other orders, so we're always trying to use up what we get as well. It's also important to us that most of our businesses are women-led that we work with too, so that's another kind of, if it's a women-led business and we love the products, that's even more of a bonus for us. Probably my top tip would be to live more sustainably or to reduce their waste would be, before you buy anything, ask yourself, do I really need this? This is something I try to ask myself before I make any purchase, even food things, because sometimes I'm like, okay, you bought too many snacks this week, you do not need another chocolate bar. But asking yourself, do I really need this mug? Do I really need this another tote bag? Do I really need another jumper? Because usually the answer is no. And then the other thing then I would ask myself next is, if I do need that product, can I get it secondhand? And usually you can get almost anything you need secondhand. And the other thing I'd say would be, another top tip is use what you already have as well. So if you're trying to be zero waste or less waste, whatever you want to call it, you don't need fancy equipment to be sustainable or zero waste. My experience having a shop within shipping containers is mostly very positive actually, because my neighbours have become my friends, we socialise together, we're all becoming like a little family here. If I was to say what I really want would be more of a community hub than it would be just a zero waste shop, somewhere you can do workshops, learn about living sustainably. That's the kind of dream. But yeah, if that's where we go, I don't know yet. Yeah. And I'd love to actually support more charities and work with more grassroots charities and using more of the profits towards that, and I'm trying to figure out how to do all of that. But yeah, definitely working more with charity as well and giving back. That was the whole point of setting this up as well, is being able to give back.
So I started the shop back in February 2019, so we've been going for just over 2 years now. Before that I had quite a corporate job, and during 2018 kind of was battling against working in an environment with loads of plastic and packaging, but then at the same time learning more and more about the plastic crisis. So I kind of worked up a business plan whilst I was still at my job, and then left my job back in November 2018 and opened here in February 19. So back in the beginning of 2019, I think there was still just a handful of zero waste shops. It's really increased since we've opened. I think we were kind of on the crest of the wave, and then it's really exploded in the last 2 years. I mean, now almost every town has one, which is brilliant. So I think stores that are kind of opening now have to do a little less explaining on what zero waste is, which is amazing, because I think the public have really got on board with why we have to reduce the plastic consumption. I don't think that question is really being asked too much at the moment, because I think people have got that. It's just now to explain how to shop like this and how to increase all your plastic-free swaps and make sure that you're being as sustainable as possible in all of your choices. We try and source as locally as possible. We're super lucky in Hackney to have loads of great local producers. So, our vegan chocolate is made in East London, our tofu, vegan cheeses, like loads of different vegan cheeses. So we have a really good variety of different locally produced products. And then it's also kind of making sure that they tick a few boxes for us. So making sure that they are, the ingredients are ethically sourced. It's an extra tick in the box if it is a female-owned business or a minority-owned business as well. So we just try to kind of build relationships with people locally and also offer as many kind of great products as possible. So in terms of kind of tips for living a bit more of a sustainable life, I think it's a bit about preparation, so just making sure that you think a little bit ahead, and that will massively help you create less waste. So if you know you're going to, obviously in the future when we hope we're allowed to again take journeys, be prepared with potentially sort of like cotton bags to get snacks from a refill shop, or making sure you kind of take your own, water bottles, coffee cups. We all know about those kind of things, but it is just that element of preparation before you kind of leave the house, thinking about what you might need, because that grabbing from a shop, that's where we're kind of creating a lot of the waste, where you're not able to plan ahead. So as much as possible in a busy life, sort of planning ahead. So in terms of our customers, it is a real mix of people who have been doing zero waste for ages, and they come very prepared, and they'll bring their own containers, for all the different products, and they're ready. I would say actually more recently, because it's getting busier, that actually more people are kind of coming in to do maybe a bit of a recce first. So they might have just moved into the area and they found us, and they'll come and check what they need to shop here. So they'll come in and see what products we've got and ask a few questions, and then they'll kind of go away and organise their containers. We also do get a few people who kind of just walk by, and we have paper bags if they want to get like some snacks for the park or something. We have that on offer as well. So in terms of kind of expansion, at the moment we're talking with another zero waste kind of delivery brand who we already collaborate with, called Charlie Refill, and we're looking to kind of expand and standardise sort of our delivery service. We think maybe another store in the future, but at the moment we're going to focus on improving this store as much as possible, getting as much product as we can in here, and then also really improving and making a super slick delivery service as well.
We hope this video inspires you to be more conscious of your waste footprint. If you have any more tips on reducing your waste, let us know in the comments below.
Be sure to give us a thumbs up if you would like to see more videos like this from us. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.